Halo, selamat datang di Lions HopeCast. Saya Lion Diana Manta Fritz dari Perkumpulan Lions Indonesia Distrik 307. Podcast ini adalah dimulai dari Distrik 307 A1. Yeay! Akhir di drum. Where's the clap? Thank you. Semangat. Baiklah, topik kali ini akan berbicara tentang LCIF bersama bintang tamu kita yang sangat spesial, jauh-jauh datang dari negeri Paman Sam, yaitu Amerika Serikat, Lions International. Yuk kita sapa dulu ya, siapa ya artisnya kali ini. Oke, halo and welcome to Indonesia, LCIF Chairperson IP Brian Sheehan from Lions International. Am I right?
That is correct, and I am so happy to be here. Terry Makashi.
Oh, you learned something.
No, and that's about it.
Oh,
but
okay.
We're so happy to be here, and you have such great Lions here. You got such great service that you do. It's an honor to be here.
So far, you like it so far?
Yes,
about the
beautiful.
food, how about the weather?
It's been good. So far, we've spent most of our time in a hotel, but we get out a little bit. Now we're going to go see some projects here this week, next couple of days. So we're really looking forward to that.
Oh, okay. What sort of project?
We're going to go see a diabetes center.
Oh, okay.
That was had some assistance from our foundation.
Oh, I see.
And we're out to see a playground where new equipment and stuff was made. So it'll be great to be able to get out a little bit and see a little bit of the city. Usually when Lori and I go to places, and we go to places all over the world, we don't get to see a lot of the sites. We see a lot of hotels, we see a lot of airports.
I see.
But we get to see a lot of great Lions. We get to hear about the great things they do and the passion that they have.
Okay. So today, how many agenda do you have for today?
We've got a few things going on today, and then tonight we're going to have a little bit of a gala celebration.
Okay.
And it'll be good to acknowledge some of the Lions and the great things that they do, which is pretty much all of them. So we're really looking forward to that.
All right. So have you tried the spicy food here?
Yeah, we had a little bit last night. It was good.
What was that?
It wasn't too bad. I don't know what the name of it was, but it was good. We had some very thin beef, and we had some chicken, and we had some fish.
Have you tried the traditional food so far?
Yeah, we had a few things. The dessert, whatever the dessert was wonderful.
I see. I think the local kue,
Yes.
from the cake.
Yes,
local cake. Okay.
We do well with food all over the world.
From all over places, all over the country. Why Indonesia? Why us?
You know, it's so great to see all the different things that people do all over the world, and in each one of our constitutional areas is different, and yet it's the same by helping people out. When I was a group leader, I do a lot of facilitating, and I do a lot of training within Lions, and I love it and I enjoy it. And when I was a group leader, which means we train part of we have 750 district governors all over the world, and they're leaders of their district.
Wait, 700?
Over 750 district governors, and they're the leaders of their individual districts. And when I was a group leader, I had the group from Indonesia, and I just loved their positive attitude.
I see.
I loved the things that they wanted to be able to accomplish, and then I started following Indonesia a little bit more. And we saw when you had catastrophes here, we saw when you had earthquakes or when you have flooding, where you have other things going on, the passions that the Lions and the younger Lions called Leos, the passion that they have to want to be able to help out people in need, and as quickly as we can to be able to give assistance. And Laura and I wanted to come here for a long time, and this has been our first opportunity to come here, and I hope it is not our last.
So this is the first time?
This is my first visit to Indonesia.
Oh, right. Only Jakarta?
Yes, just Jakarta so far. And but we look forward to our trip here. We look forward to coming back again.
Yes, please.
All of you are so kind, and again, so positive. You know, how could you not want to come back here again?
Oh, I think you should visit. We do have others besides Jakarta, like Bali, Bandung, like it's the same like you asked. Like we have other states.
We have all over the world. We have what we call forums, and I understand the forum is coming to Bali next year, and so Lori and I definitely we're going to make that in our plans to be able to come back here and be able to see a little bit of more of your culture and a little bit more of Indonesia as a country.
Yes, please. Looking forward to see you again. All right. We have a questions from non-Lions.
Wonderful.
Okay, from everyone. We can say hi everyone. We're here. Hi.
How are you?
Hi. We should say hi first in here and those in camera also. We do have some questions like what is LCIF stands for?
You know, LCIF is the foundation that we set up in 1968. It stands for Lions Clubs International Foundation. And that was originally established to be able to help clubs do things that they normally couldn't do on their own. Our foundation gives out grants. We've given out over 20,000 grants since we started up, and we've given out over 1.2 billion US dollars.
Wow.
So if they're, and it's for a number of things. We have a number of global causes out there, and it's something that anybody can show interest in and want to be able to do. We started out 106 years ago with vision. Vision was our foundation. That was our structure. That was our core. Vision and sight. When Helen Keller came to the Lions, and they said she wanted us to be knights of the blind.
Okay.
And that gave us a direction. That actually gave us a vision on where we wanted to go. So we did that for decades. And then we said there's more to that. You know, there's people that are going to bed hungry every single night. There's over 800 million people going to bed hungry at night. So we said, let's make that as a global cause that our clubs can help with as well. So not only vision, but we added hunger, we added environment, which is very, very important to all of us to leave this world in a better shape than when we got it. We added diabetes, childhood cancer. So we've got over 50,000 clubs around the world in over 200 countries. And our clubs are autonomous. So when people join Lions, we usually ask them, you know, what do you have a passion about? What is it that you care most about? And we all have passions that we want to do.
Start from yourself.
It is. Start with yourself. And so when they say that, I think we could do this for helping out the elderly, or maybe it's mental health, but that's what we allow our clubs to do. We allow our clubs to do what they are passionate about, what's important in their community. Lions is about community first. And that's what I love about this organization.
Yes, and here I just joined Lion.
How long ago? How long ago?
3 years ago.
Oh, good for you.
I know, I'm falling in love. I don't know, it's like, at first it was like, oh my god, like so many things to do, so many activities, like A, B, C, D, E, like in one day, like what? But once you are into it, like you can't walk out, like it's your passion.
You can't, and you know what I love about this organization the most, and I've been in it for 33 years, and I'm part of a 4th-generation Lions family, but I love about this organization the most is its family. It's like a family. It's like a huge family.
You have the bonding.
Oh, it is.
Okay, I should mention. So, kalau mau ikut join Lions, we do have like a bonding. It's like a sisterhood. It's like a brotherhood. It's like it's so hard to say, but you should join first. Like at least join us with at least one of our activities. Am I right?
Absolutely.
So you can feel it. Like it's transparent, and you go you give direct to the person. Like you know.
Everybody wants to give back.
Exactly.
You know, we all do.
Exactly.
We want to help other people out. And my dad was a Lion, and my dad, he always said that whenever you get skills or whenever you get things, you give them back. You don't keep them. You share them with other people. And we all want to leave a mark in society while we're here in this world. And there's no easier way than to do it by Lions, because we do so many service projects all over. In fact, we started keeping track of all the service projects we do, And last year we served over 525 million people. And that's only with about half of our clubs reporting. We don't report all the things that we do. And but that just shows you the impact and the difference that we make starting out in our own communities and starting out with our own area. And then because you're a Lion, immediately, and because we're in over 200 countries in the world, which is more than the United Nations has, because you belong to this great organization, you immediately are part of a global network, and you immediately are part of helping people out. Yes. And it just makes you feel good.
Yes, correct. Strongly agree with you. Hang on. I'm wearing my reading glasses first. I'm way younger than you, but I'm wearing my reading glasses. All right then. Next. LCIF, it's not only for Lions, right? Like everybody are welcome to donate, right?
Yes.
So
Everybody's
it's open,
welcome to donate.
Open for everyone.
Correct. In fact, most of the resources we have is like our individual clubs, like my club as an example, we will do some fundraising events.
Yes.
You know, and we have it in our code of ethics and we have it in our bylaws and our constitution and bylaws that whatever money we make, 100% has to go back to the public again. Okay. 100%. And if somebody gives a donation to our foundation, we're one of the very few that are able to see this. If somebody gives $1 or a rupee or whatever it happens to be to our foundation, that entire dollar goes out to somebody in need. We don't have any overhead.
So it has to be zero. Let's say, assuming like a report, you have a fundraising $1. So you give to the public $1, so it has to be zero again.
Yes, we're always at a net zero. Okay. We're not in it to make any money whatsoever. And that dollar that comes in, 100% goes out because we have dues within our organization, not inexpensive dues. And that takes care of our foundation. That does all the management of our foundation. So we get grants all the time. We just gave away, I think, 144 grants here. We just had a trustee meeting. And we gave 144 grants all over the world, and we gave away like $5 million and especially things that happen in an emergency. So we have an emergency catastrophic grants that we give. So if there's a fire, if there's a flooding, if there's an earthquake, each one of our district governors from around the world would automatically have access to $10,000, no questions asked, to go out and help those that are in need. And the nice thing about Lions, because we're all over the world, is that we give it to the Lions because they know better where it needs to go than anywhere else. Because a lot of governments will give money and things to catastrophes, but the Lions are there because we're part of the culture, we're part of the civilization, and we're the ones that are there forever. So we'll rebuild the roads, we'll rebuild the schools, we'll make the hospitals. We're there for the long haul, and that's one of the really cool things about our foundation. To be able to help and rebuild that infrastructure. Cool.
In Indonesia, do we have a LCIF already help us?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, LCIF has helped out a great deal in this particular area.
Especially in Indonesia?
And especially in Indonesia.
Wow.
And in fact, Indonesia has received 143 grants from Lions Clubs International Foundation, and we've pumped over $10 million into Indonesia. And it's helped out with some of the places we're actually going to be able to see with the diabetes center.
I see.
And being able to educate.
That's one of the... Okay.
Absolutely.
And
being able to help out with schools and being able to help out with hospitals. We just recently, in fact, there was just a grant that was given for some flooding you're having in the area here.
Tsunami.
Yes. And that automatically, we gave a grant for that just a number of weeks ago. And the earthquake you had here recently as well. And it's not only the catastrophe, it's to help out our areas, like with hospitals, with dialysis machines, with whatever the need is here. The Lions will ask for a grant from our foundation, and we'll look at it and we'll approve it. And typically it's a matching grant. So sometimes the Lions of Indonesia, for what they could raise for $10,000 US, the foundation will give them an additional $10,000. So we can do twice as much as what we normally do. I know that another big thing here in Indonesia and all over the world, is youth is a very big thing. Is a very big thing for Lions International. In fact, we have this program called Quest. It's called, it works with social emotional learning. 2 out of 3 kids are bullied. 2 out of 3 children are bullied. 1 out of 3 children are bullied within the last 5 years. And what Quest does is...
How do you spell the Quest?
Quest.
Oh,
yes, it's Lions Quest.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually a training program. And it's a help to teach the children morals and ethics and making the right decision when it comes to drugs or comes to any other decisions that they make. So we partner up a lot with the schools that are in the area, and then we teach the teachers and we give them the programs and we give them all the education that they need in order to teach this program from kindergarten on up. Mm-hmm. And we talk to prime ministers all over the world, and I talk to presidents. Whenever we go areas, we talk to a lot of the leadership there. And they say, how can we help out, amongst each other? Because we want to help our communities to be stronger. We all have the same thing we want to be able to do. And right away we start talking about, because most of the countries have implemented this Quest program, to be able to help out the children, because the children need it the most. And
so it's already started?
We've had it for about 20 years.
Okay.
And so it's been a great program that we've done. And I believe Indonesia has used part of it as well. And they'll use it in different school functions. And,
okay, we'll do that.
And actually I've got, I do a number of events with, one of the sayings that Lions has is kindness matters. Mm-hmm. It really makes it, you take a look at our pandemic and the wars that are going on and the catastrophes we've had. Just a little bit of a kindness and a little bit of good attitude can go a long ways. In fact, we're working with Disneyland, we're working with ESPN, we're working with a lot of our corporate partners. Yeah. And we're helping out with the Quest program and going into schools and telling the children how important that it is that we help each other out. And we don't bully each other, and there's effects to that. It's about sharing.
It's about sharing, and it's like regeneration for them as well.
And it's one of the best programs that we've got. So, we help on such a wide spectrum of everything, from catastrophes to measles to blindness to hunger to environment. We do a lot of great things with the environment too, of planting trees and making sure we clean up our beaches.
Child cancer as well, right?
Childhood cancer as well. That's been a very big global cause over the last number of years, and we're making a lot of headway in that. It's not only helping out those that need us because they have cancer now, but we're also doing a lot of research. Mm-hmm. We're doing a lot of research into diabetes. We're doing a lot of research into childhood cancer, so that we can try and find out how we may be able to try and eliminate this or make it better off, so that it's not as big. Prevention. A lot of education, a lot of prevention, and that all deals with our foundation. And that's what's great about it. When I came into this organization as looking to want to be president of the organization. I was president last year, but I came in as third vice president, and then you go up to second vice, and I got stuck there 2 years because of COVID, and then you're first vice, then you're president, then you're chairman of the foundation, which I am now. I so look forward to this. This is probably one of the best positions because we get a chance to go out and see all the things that Lions do, and we get to talk to people and their passion and what they have in their heart and why they became Lions. And it's about, you talked about the people listening here, that this is a great opportunity. And I go out and I tell our Lions, the thing that we have to do is we have to share the joy of being a Lion.
Yes. We have to share the joy. We have to share everything with everyone.
We do.
With everyone. It's not only us.
We have to talk about the good things. The Lions haven't been good about that in the past. We've usually gone in and we've helped people out, and we're not looking for a pat on the back or anything else. We're just leading with our heart, and then we help them out, and then we move on to the next one. We move on to the next one, but. The things that Lions do all over the world every single day, we make a great day, and we make such an impact for millions and millions and millions of people every single day.
Wonderful.
And that's what people want to be a part of.
Wonderful. And it makes you feel, I don't know, I'm talking about myself. It feels great for yourself. Like you start the day, like you're doing something for someone, like, you know what I mean?
And you're
like,
making a difference in their lives.
You make a difference every day. I mean, like, it's a very good thing. I'm so happy to be part of your family. Right?
And it's
One
a
with
great
Lions.
wherever we go, we all have the same thing that we want to accomplish. So we're a very tight and a very close family.
Yes.
From the very youngest Leo, or even the people that help us out, the
Oh, the
partners.
Leo.
Oh, the
Yes.
Leos are awesome. They're exciting.
Awesome.
They're energetic.
Awesome. Now I'm proceed all my families to become a Leo, because from, like you said, you mentioned earlier, like, we have to share, and from young we need to encourage them.
And
The positive vibes.
I've been very fortunate. My parents have been just fabulous, and they taught us at a very young age that you've got to be positive in the things, and you got to be able to help people out, and you have to have the right decisions that you have to do. So I'm the youngest of 8, and youngest of 8 children,
Okay.
and my whole family is so close. My immediate family is so close. But then, because of Lions and our parents telling us that you have to share the different things and help people out all the time, my family has just grown exponentially. And, you know, wherever I'm at in the world, or if my kids happen to travel, I know that they will, and if they get into a little bit of trouble, I know I can make one phone call and there'd be hundreds of people that'd be there willing to help them, because we're all about helping each other out. And it's about positive attitudes and making things better for people, and making an impact on people's lives. And that's, I wake up every single day, and I cannot tell you, I'm more proud to be doing what I'm doing than the day before.
Yes.
Because we see the wonderful things that everybody does, and every single day, and,
Yes.
and it just makes you so proud.
Yes. Strongly agree.
Yes.
You wanna have a drink?
Yes.
Drink first?
I'm good.
Yeah, me too. Okay then. So how is LCIF works in terms of managing the donation funding?
What we do
Uh-huh,
is,
what you do.
and we change over time, because we always make it better all the time. It used to be our international board of directors for Lions Clubs International would oversee our foundation, and we have 35 international directors from all over the world, and they serve 2-year terms. And in 2014, we changed a little bit, because the international directors are very busy trying to come up with better ways to run the organization, you know, with membership and leadership and public relations and all of that. So back in 2014, we said, well, we should put together a board of trustees, because this is getting to be very big. And you know, we just got done with a campaign that raised over $300 million over the last number of years. And so now we have a board of trustees of 28 members. And we meet, we actually just met a week ago in Chicago. And so we go over new development, we go over the programs, which are all the grants that come in, and we evaluate them, and we say which ones have good purpose, which ones can be tweaked a little bit.
So you guys evaluate.
So we evaluate all the grants that come through.
Okay, so we can propose.
So yes, every single club
Can propose.
can propose, saying we would like to be able to have a grant, and maybe it's a splash pad, or it's a park that can be accessible by everybody, inclusion of anybody who's handicapped or not handicapped. There's a wide range of things that people want to be able to do better in their communities, and it's to do better in your community. And so we'll meet 3 times a year, and we'll go through the grants, we'll talk about new development, how we can continue to make our foundation grow. We're looking at continuing to grow that all the time, because the more that we can receive in, and the more partnerships that we have, and we have a lot of great partnerships with Johnson & Johnson and Special Olympics, and there's so many great partners that we have, and we find out how we can build those partnerships to continue to grow this foundation. I think one of the hardest things I have to do as being a Lion is we get to the end of our last trustee meeting in the spring, and they say you have this much money to spend. You know, you have so many dollars to spend, and you got grants for twice that. And it's so hard to say, that, well, you get the grant and you're going to have to wait. You get the grant, you're going to have to wait. That's why we want to continue to grow this organization to be able to get funding so that we can help out everybody. Whenever a need arises, we can be there to be able to assist them and help them out. So our trustees do a very good job. And again, they're on for, and we get our trustees based on the population of Lions in their country, how much money that they've given, a number of different criteria, but it's represented by every corner of the world.
Wonderful. Speechless.
I'm speechless. There's a lot going on in this organization.
I'm speechless. I was like, wow. Speechless. It's like, thank you so much for coming to Indonesia, and you give me a lot of new information. Like I will become as all of I will say to Indonesians, guys, jangan lupa kalau ingin menjadi Lions karena banyak positive vibes-nya. Di sini bukan hanya berbagi untuk bersama, di sini kita juga ada 5 pilar yang akan fokusnya dari Lions itu ada environment, am I right? Environment, yes. Diabetes, vision, hunger, begitu juga dengan hang on.
Whatever they're passionate about,
okay.
That's what we do.
Hang on, I forgot satu lagi, hunger, vision, childhood cancer. Yeah. Jadi passionnya di mana? Boleh pilih yang mana aja, bisa ikutan. Kalau bingung, aduh banyak banget ya kegiatannya. Gak usah bingung, ikut aja dulu 1 atau 2 baksos yang bakalan kita adakan. Nah, di situ baru merasakan gimana enaknya, nyamannya itu sharing, berbagi kasih, dan akan mendapatkan networking yang banyak, right? We do meet a lot of new friends.
Oh, we do. Absolutely. And we continue to grow. We're one of the only organizations that continue to grow every single year because of the great things we do and because of the great family we have.
Ya, betul. Jadi bukan hanya sebagai Lions aja, kita mempunyai new family. Ada family keluarga kita yang baru, yang tadinya cuman teman-teman, istilahnya teman-teman tipis lah ya, sekarang menjadi soulmate, bisa jadi bestie karena Lions, karena kita mempunyai passion yang sama. Passion yang sama, contohnya hobinya donor darah, blood donations, like bestie can do together with the positive vibes.
Yes, all about being positive. It's about having a great attitude.
Okay. Anything else to add on?
You know, I want to say one thing too.
Yes,
because we're part of a 4th-generation Lions family, my kids have gotten into it too. So we go very young and we go very old. I inducted my mother as a Lion when she was 101 years old. And because she saw the passion of everything that was there too. Her only concern was, I don't know if I can make all the meetings or not. That was what she was worried about.
Yes.
My mother was. And I said, don't worry about making all the meetings. We'll get you there. But it's about caring for other people and having a passion. That's what it's all about. So what I'm trying to say is, you're not too young, you're not too old to be able to care about other people.
So the helping and sharing, because actually that's a very good one to bring up, because one of my friends, they said, oh, you have so many meetings, you have so many activities. Actually it's not, right? It's all about which one is your passion.
That's it.
Just feel free to choose.
That's it.
You don't have to attend all. At least, but you have to show up.
Yep, and even if they're not part of our global causes, like our incoming president from Brazil, he has a passion about mental health. Mm-hmm. And we hear that all over the place. And same thing with hearing and other things. You do and you work on what you are passionate about. And there's no, it's unlimited to what you can work on and being able to do. The main point is you're helping others people out.
Okay, before we end, one last thing. It's not a big question. It's like, what is IP stands for? Like, what is IP?
You know, we're full of acronyms. We're full of PDG, which stands for past district governor, PCC for past council chair, the people that help lead the organization. IP stands for immediate past, international president.
I see.
That's what I was. So I was
immediate past,
international president. But people know me as, I don't need initials in front of me. People know me as just Brian. I'm just a normal person like everybody else, and we have the same need and same desire of what we want to do.
All right. Okay, from all over the story that you share with us, how can you manage? Like you wake up in the morning every day, every single day with the positive vibes,
Yeah, I've got to say I am the luckiest person in this world.
with a happy smile.
I am. I wake up and because I get the opportunity. I wish every single member.
I wish I could be like you.
I wish every member could have the opportunity that Lori and I get. That we get to actually see what happens and how Lions help all over the world. And it's easy to be positive. I get my positivity from my dad. My dad was always positive, and I was the youngest of 8.
But we're talking about morning.
The morning
We're talking about morning.
I wake up and I get the opportunity, and I learn this. I get to wake up and I say, hot dog, I get to go to work today. And it's like
You repeat the hot dog every day.
every day when I
morning.
get up, I do that because I look
So
at
hot
my
dog
schedule.
is your favorite.
Hot dogs, well, I just love getting up and I love doing great things for the day.
Okay.
And I love seeing the great things that Lions get an opportunity to do.
Okay.
And we get to see, as an example, Lori and I were just in Turkey about 2 months ago with the earthquakes.
Uh-huh.
And we drove for 5 hours and 6 hours and all we saw was demolition. There's 100,000 buildings that have to be torn down. And we saw the hospitals. We went into tent cities where the children were because they had no homes and they have to live there for 3 to 5 years. We go into these tent cities and these container cities and the kids, tent. They live in tents and they have to live there for another 3 years. And the kids come running to us because we had toys and the kids came running to us with smiles. And can you imagine that? They're living in these tents because they don't have homes and they're smiling because we're helping them. We care about them.
So they see hope.
They see hope and they see that people are caring for them. We went into Ukraine, Lori and I did 2 months ago, and we were giving supplies into the area because it's such a desperate need for them. And we saw all the refugees and they would show us their homes. And then all they want to do is go home. But they were so happy with the Lions being able to give them some resources and giving them some hope. And then we went into Africa and we were feeding children in the slums of Nairobi. And one child came up to me and we were screening. We were doing eye screenings. We were doing feeding the hungry. We were giving beep balls, which are balls that make sound to the blind schools so they could partake in everything. This one boy was sitting in a corner. His name was Effie was his name. And he had a disease where his eye sockets formed a little bit too early, so he had bulging eyes, and kids made fun of him all the time. And he was in the slums,
that's not nice.
and somebody threw a rock at him in 2018, and it hit his eye, and he had nowhere to go. And we were there screening them, and the Lions there took him underneath their wing, and they brought him to the hospital, and they have to take one of the eyes out and put a prosthetic in there. But the mother came to my wife Lori and said, nobody has ever shown interest in my boy, and the Lions are here and we appreciate that. We cried. We cried most every day when we were there. But because we get a chance to see that, that's why I wake up happy every single day. That's why I wake up and seeing the positive attitude that we have, because we are making a difference in the world. It's not about us. It's always about other people. And how can you not be positive when you do that? I started up a business 44 years ago. In fact, I still work. I still run the company. And it's to get away from that stress and the hustle and bustle of running a business, and you get an opportunity to do things that Lions get an opportunity to do. How can you not be grateful for the things that you get, and how can you not be positive? When you see the smiles on kids' faces, and the hug he gave me was everybody's hug. That was not my hug. That was everybody that helped him out. And giving people hope.
Yes.
How can you not be positive by doing that?
I'm melting.
I love, and it's any organization, any service organization, you get an opportunity to be able to help each other out, and you have the resources and you have benefits by joining an organization like this with leadership skills and the learning that you have and the passion that you gain cannot ever be matched by anything else.
Yep.
It's absolutely fabulous.
It's not replaceable. Yeah, like you cannot trade. It's from your heart. Actually.
Everything is from the
It's
heart.
from your heart.
It is, and everybody has big hearts, and everybody wants to be able to help, and there's no better way than being part of this organization. And I want to say thank you to the Lions of Indonesia for the things that you do. And I've looked and I've researched and I've followed you guys for a long time, and what you guys do are amazing. It's absolutely amazing. You guys are growing. You guys are growing by leaps and bounds too, because people want to belong to something that's good.
Okay.
And you're very easy to belong to. I just want to thank the Lions of Indonesia for having me here, and thank you for all you do. You make a great day for many people. And because of that, I want to also give you something, because I know this is stressful and being able to do this. I give away stress penguins, and it's Lions International Foundation, and on there I put make a great day. Because it's not have a good day. We can all have a good day. Make a great day is something that we do. It's something that you have the opportunity to do. So I want to give this to you.
Thank you.
And I know you're going to make a great day.
Really appreciate.
I also want to give you, on behalf of Lori and myself, I have a challenge coin. And my theme last year, our theme has always been We Serve. That's been what our core has been. But last year I had a theme of Together We Can. Together we can all make a difference. Together we can change the world. I want to give you this challenge coin, and I challenge you to continue to do the great things that you are doing.
We accept the challenge.
Continue to love doing the things that you are doing as a Lion.
Alright, thank you. We accept the challenge, Kin. Boleh dilihat ya, ini penguin sama koinnya untuk kita supaya setiap pagi ada positive vibes untuk membantu sesama, caring sesama. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate this. Ada pertanyaan lagi dari yang di sini, atau ada add-on, atau sudah cukup? Any more, or it's enough?
I have just thoroughly enjoyed this.
Since you have so many things to do for today, I think 2 or 3 agenda, right?
we do.
I cannot imagine, but from your heart.
Yes, everything's from our heart, and it continues to grow.
Yes. Okay. Thank you everyone for listening to our podcast. This podcast has been brought to you by Perkumpulan Lions Indonesia Distrik 307A1. Looking forward for your like, subscribe, and comment. Jangan lupa ya di like. Jangan lupa juga follow our Instagram Lions_Club_307A1. Thank you so much for listening. Terima kasih banyak. Sampai jumpa. Jangan lupa tonton terus, karena di setiap episode pasti banyak yang surprise, yang seru-seru dan sangat bermanfaat. Salam pengabdian. We serve with compassion. Sampai jumpa.